Today I escaped from the crush of circumstances, or, better put, I threw them out, for the crush wasn't from outside me but in my own assumptions. Marcus Aurelius. Know thyself. What are your core talents and values? What skills come naturally to you and satisfy your spirit when honed? Like a sculptor assessing the finest marble, study your substance closely, its native contours, veins to polish, and cracks to repair. Contrast the enduring soul with passing desires. This wisdom reveals which pursuits warrant the investment of an earnest life. Plumb the depths further. What is your attitude toward hardship and pleasure? Do external things easily shake you out of proper balance? How do you manage fear, anxiety, and temptation? Stoically scrutinize your strengths and frailties with raw objectivity. Reveal blind spots that derail progress. Know the true substance made available for your work in this world. Diagnosis prescribes treatment. Discover through reflection what restraints hinder your growth and what excesses subdue your gifts. Then determine the specific self-correction required, training to reinforce virtues where you are weakest, releasing what corrupts where you stray. Study yourself as a subject under development. To wisely direct potential, we must intimately know its character. Therefore, gaze within first, not beyond the horizons. The roots require tending before we revel in the fruits. How will we nourish our talents if their soil remains obscure, neither tested nor amended? Illuminate yourself through introspection, my friend. In self-awareness lies the genesis of self-mastery. Master thyself. My friend, upon knowing ourselves, we cultivate disciplined self-mastery to direct our capacities well. As Epictetus said, the key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. We must train rational control over our judgments and impulses, cultivate habits, empowering excellence through repetition, rise early to prioritize development, moderate appetites distract from meaningful pursuits, toughen resolve and flexibility by occasionally enduring hardship or foregoing comforts. Train attention regularly to focus where you decide, not wander hesitantly. Redirect passions, anxieties, and desires from tempestuous offspring, sabotaging endeavors into obedient servants propelling progress. Use measured reason over emotions. Withstand vigorous training while remaining unmoved like a stalwart oak. Fortify your poise. Also nurture ready courage so that you may withstand misfortune's blows and seize fortune's chances at the opportune moment. Both good and bad can energize or bolster the growing soul. Maintain initiative to turn all to your betterment. Yes, the world will impose itself on you regardless, but wisdom dictates that the sovereign mind rules its judgments and impulses despite external pulls. Thus hardened and freed internally, we drive the plow steadily to a fruitful harvest. This, my friend, is self-mastery, the gateway to utilizing potential. Apply wisdom practically. Having cultivated awareness of ourselves and our inner landscapes, we must apply wisdom outwardly as diligent actors, my friend. Thought untethered from purposeful action lies fallow. Stir yourself as a contributor toward what is needed. Thus, set your faculties in motion. Plow knowledge and skills into high-yield endeavors benefiting society, even in humble domains. Toil diligently, applying your strengths rather than scattering half-efforts, hoping fortune smiles upon you. Serve neighbor and nation alike through good work befitting your constitution. Yet we must balance action with contemplation's ballast. So also make space for reading widely and deeply to sharpen your insights. Reason judiciously before embarking on any serious matter, objectively weighing variables and consequences, so efforts hit their mark. Rashness squanders precious energies. Briefly put, my friend, observe keenly, study thoroughly, and calculate prudently in all affairs, great or small. Then strive towards resolutions with measured haste, adaptably resilient amid obstacles. Therein, wisdom transitions into practical power for the betterment of all. Will you now direct your talents accordingly? The present hour ripens with potential for those prepared. Persist with courage. Indeed, utilizing one's full potential requires persistent effort, despite adversity. We must summon courage, that cardinal virtue, to persevere toward excellence. The journey will not be eased by convenience. Thorny challenges that refine character will arise. During such trials, anchor to your principles rather than toss amidst turbulent tides. Handle both good and bad fortunes with equanimity, neither exalting nor despairing. Maintain initiative and composure whatever may come. When discomfort or criticism tempts you to retreat into old comforts, reflect instead on higher purposes fueling worthy pursuits. Reiterate bold visions that beckoned you forth until they drowned out lesser distractions. With eyes fixed on the horizon, one footfall after another will traverse a great distance in time. On smooth terrain, uphold a perseverant pace. On rough ground, deliberately march. If obstructed, creatively circumvent it. Through marshlands, plod on. Never stall overlong admiring progress made or nursing wounds from stumbles. Only by grit and grace do we arrive to fulfill our ambitions. I ask you plainly, my friend, through what difficulties are you willing to advance toward vaulted aims, lifted by courage and vision? Define that arena of struggle now. Its rigors will shape you. Then commence promptly, for much ground awaits covering. Lead by serving. Having developed inner strength and practical skills, we are equipped, in turn, to uplift others who are still searching to activate their potential. True leadership is founded on patient service toward shared goals. Offer the hard-won lessons your journey's trials taught in mentorship to the aspiring. Walk alongside those needing partnership or guidance from your experience. Then thoughtfully empower them to stand and walk in due time. Share ideas and contacts to unblock advancement where inertia previously reigned. There will always be those requiring compassionate outreach. Visit the sorrowful personally to revive their hopes when misfortune strikes them. Lend perspective, restoring resolve and sight toward brighter horizons. Their pain now eclipses. Your hand may stir renewed growth within what seems like barren soil. Yet, rather than foster ongoing dependency, compassion uplifts through empowerment. Gradually guide others to their own self-mastery and wisdom to make their own unique impact. A seedling supported by past vulnerability may itself become a venerable tree under which multitudes gather strength. Thus we sustain society's endless relay race between generations. In each stretch, progress depends on both the runner presently carrying the torch and the mentor coaching the next recipient. We best honor our mentors by paying their gifts forward to prepare our successors. Fulfill the right roles excellently. Fulfilling one's potential also requires discerning and wholeheartedly engaging in our proper roles, my friend, as parent, citizen, leader, or servant. Living is not passive observation but active contributing. Our brief hour in life's great drama demands momentous effort if we wish to positively impact the play. Thus determine by reason which posts position you to most benevolently influence affairs. Assess where deficient leadership permits injustice. Consider roles that empower you to aid those deprived or vulnerable lacking advocates. Self-audit for alignments between talents, ripe for rulership and current needs requiring response. Then formally commit, vowing to uphold duties excellently as if humanity's hope resides in their execution. Attend meticulously to the smaller rhythms required to achieve harmonious order, Steady meetings and communication, proper paperwork, and documentation undergirding continuity. Neglect no routine essential to the just performance of mighty things. Always strengthen foundations enabling upper levels. Only sound supports permit erecting towering achievements and leading generations. Availing ourselves fully to the work channel's potentials towards solving immense challenges. No role sincerely rendered for the right ends, however humble initially, fails to resonate broadly in time. But that impact is contingent on first raising capabilities through long apprenticeship to masters, then seasoned application with increasing authority and responsibility. Onward. My friends, we have outlined key Stoic principles for utilizing one's potential. Know thyself through deep reflection. Master thyself via reason and discipline. Apply wisdom practically in service of others. With courage, persist despite obstacles, lead by uplifting aspirants, fulfill roles excellently for the justice they engender. This path requires dedication but unlocks profound fulfillment. I encourage you to like and subscribe to our channel as we unpack these concepts in future videos. Apply what wisdom resonates with you. Live out your potential fully.